Obusuafo sɛ wohwɛ yɛ videos na sɛ w'ani gye ho a na apɛ sɛ wo appreciate yɛ no a wokɔ wo baabi a share button no wɔ no a na wo scroll kɔ right a wobɛhu thanks ɛwɔ hɔnom. Aha, ɔmo abukyire no titiriw. Wokɔ a wobɛhu sɛ thanks wɔ hɔnom. Wobɔ so a na wokɔ aseɛ hɔ a wobɛhu sɛ ama wo options ɛyɛ amount a wopɛ sɛ wobɛyɛ dɛ wode appreciate yɛ. Wochoose so a and then na wayɛ dɛ wode asopɔte TV Ghana. Nyame nhyira wo bibiara. Okay, so for high TV Ghana, but not like no comment no share on Friday. And you be a share na ye ko ye nsemu no. Ye Black Rasta e de nsem bia to Ghana. On the media general, the media general TV3 Unia Unia FM, Unia TV 3 FM and the news work. The only now koto asem KC mo asem koto. So say kuma say you can say irresponsible journalism. I have a case. I have see you the keka into the air counts a day on. Come on for Black Rasta. I could kick and see me over 3 FM. Who's a hundred host this and the programs and black bottles a day. That particular mid morning show is a urban blend kind of urban blend that is the show. Now in Simbi or Delco go to Jam. Who said and say Otumfour Dr. Mambomia and then the Tony Ashanti region. And few days ago, Kuku Otumfour the day the police is there. Because Otumfour in Shida, that's what the leaders in the name, like big men, and that's what they do. They go to the king for his blessings. So that is any and if you send me or the memo man. Now, winner, but we are Kuku Otumfour, no this more the two jano. Black Rasta better than the TV. Someone on the jam like Mania NDC Pro. A friend is a media house and more year moment this for. I don't have it now. And I'm some Otumfour and Cassiasi. I na a revere like Kuman and see and send your kick for Otumfour a month for. And she after. Then some not the two year bebo. Now, breaking news was in the say. Manhyia ayɛ den afrɛ no sɛ ɔbɛna bɛyi ne ho ano so wate aseɛ saa na ɔyerɛpafoɔ yi bi a ɔmoma ayi ɔfrɛ ne den Manhyia yɛtwa no nso ɛfiri Ashanti region ɔniki ɛkɔtena ɔkeka ne nsɛmsɛm a ɔmo ho hyehye wɔn no media generalfoɔ nso yɛasa ma wɔn no aba Manhyia ɔmanfoɔ yɛkɔ ne nkotie Black Rasta nsɛm no a ɛde ɔno ɛne media general nyinaa abakɔ peace Manhyia.
It looks like Asante keeps degrading himself day after day. And I'm truly disappointed in Asante. It looks like this Asante does not understand what it means to be the custodian of the golden stool. It looks like Otumfour Osetutu II does not know the history of Ashanti. It looks like he's a stranger who has been brought to become Asante. I am truly disappointed. Ha! Yes, everybody has an opinion. Asante is a human being, so he has an opinion. But there are some opinions that are more than just opinions. In fact, they are the gospel. And one of those would certainly be the opinion of the Asante. Not many people would understand this. That is why there can people say, opinion jaria na insure san. In other words, when the elder speaks, there is no more speech. In other words, when the elder makes an utterance, it is final. It is not debatable. Asante is in that position. From the days of Chum and Enchi, all the way down to Osei Tutu the First, Osei Kofi Tutu the First, on whose laps the golden stool descended from the heavens. Asante Mine has been without any competitor. Asante man went all over, conquered so many different lands and so many different people. There was a time anybody who was not Asante wanted to be Asante because of the power of the Asante. When we talk about the Asante, I get so emotional because it's one of the ethnic groups in Africa that has demonstrated enough power and energy. My brother, my sister, what does Asante mean? By what Nana Addo saw in you and decided to pick you up to help him and nurture you to be able to take the mantle from him. That is a blasphemy. Sikadwa is so angry with Otumfour. How could you say this? If this was any other comedian who said this, then I would say yes, that is okay. If it was any other political comedian like Bawumia, who would come out and say things like this, yes, I agree, because these are cheap politicians. But coming from the custodian of Sikadwa, the golden stool, I am truly disappointed. The only way Bawumia can win this election is when he puts all of us to sleep on election day and he and his family go to vote. My brother, my sister, Nana Addo went to pick Bawumia and Bawumia disappointed everybody. He said he was going to arrest the dollar, and he succeeded in arresting the dollar. He had locked up the dollar and given the key to the IGP. Today, my brother, my sister, the IGP himself cannot find the key to his own office. Today, my brother, my sister, the dollar has become an unbridled horse, galloping geometrically in all directions. My brother, my sister, we are experiencing inflation that is hyper. Many people would understand this. If Otumfour of all people can say that if Bawumia is given the chance, he can lead the country into development, I am so disappointed. At the time Otumfour was saying this, what was his mood? Can we investigate the mood? When people are overly excited, they say things and regret later. I expect an apology from Otumfour. It's a disaster. Do you know how many people have died because of the presence of Bawumia in our political landscape? Do you know how many people have visited early graves, all because of the redundancy and the inefficacies of the Nana Addo Bawumia government? I am utterly shocked to the very last fiber. Nana Addo brought him to help him, and he's nurturing him so he can take over. Otumfour, if you continue saying things like this, I believe that a lot of people are going to start disrespecting the golden stool, and I will hate to reach that point. As a man of tradition, as a man who loves our culture and our heritage, I get so disappointed when chiefs and kings venture their ugly heads into ugly politics. Bawumia has no credibility, so anybody who tries to link up with Bawumia is only pushing himself into the doldrums. Hey! If somebody was saying the same things Otumfour said, I would have looked around if he was just coming out of the... No, I'll keep that to myself. Well, my name is Blakk Rasta.
Marvel, Blakk Rasta. Who's there? Obetina Hono. Obeka Sasiya, so on Kenyan Sasemba Kukrao. Enka, who can was a and now who can yan some Kwanswa and Kawunyasam, and somehow who can who attack you or him because I can't the statement. Forgetting say, what's a man what you are welcome, or say democracy, freedom of speech, to bet me a candy working camps. No, the unknown to me can be on bit or no person worker, right? You know, who when your chance will be to me, I can say, Tia or Henny, all because flag bearer be a con honor, Amanaka, and send me say a fan. You see, and go quiet and go wounded dinner at a man and so on. Who's that? I'm up at radio, no, sir. All because of say yɛtu ɔmo ka ɔmo yam kɔm no obi na ɛfa ho ka nti no ɔwɔ sɛ ɔmo kasa in favour of the ɔfa ɔmo yam kɔm ho ka. That's the point. Go tie n'asɛm a ɔkaeɛ a wɔamaki sense baako koraa o ɛna wɔsɛ nya ho didi ɔhene n'atɛm ɔhene a kurom ano nso obiara bu no n'asɛm a ɔkaeɛ ɔhene asɛm a ɔkaeɛ wɔ ndi atɛm n'asɛm a ɔkaeɛ wankasa ntie obiara wankasa ntwi obiara ɔkasaa sɛ ɔhempɔn a odi mu wabɛgyina radio so anya mic twɔtwɔpoa bi te baabi because wonni asante radio wowɔ akra na ɔtoto ayamde a nka wowɔ kumase a nka wobɛte ɛnɛ yi ɛna ahemfo afrɛ no ahemfo ɛna afrɛ no ɔmafo kɔ comment section no neɛ ɔmafo anya asɛm kɔtɔ obi sɛ Blakk could forget this man. Not be the same guy who said parliamentarians take in weed or something went there to beg when was sermon. Then Manhyia cried there, he could collapse. Yes. Sir, I'm better than say who sir Captain Smart like when you say who sir, what can't say who or what can say a MPs, sorry, I wouldn't we or go jina a parliament and I beg you to go. That Manhyia. Wudi ba kono ko bisa ayerepa fo media je no fo go bisa ayerepa fo mo media azu ga ebe collapse media ebe gu se muni ma some what in cry na mo ye ne mo pe mo beba kumase some mo station ni go kumase akuma za wa ze no na mo kumase ebe beba kumase mo ahene no ko na mo ze mo tra radio so mo ntimi enya se bia na o se pie firi o mu ba no bia na betimi akasa etia no bize. Please, did you listen to the impulse of this message? Sometimes don't be blind by any sentiment. It's about time we stood up and brought our leaders to the right path. Some of them, who the youth looked up to, have been underwhelmingly disappointing. When I woke home, bro, and I'll be replying and say, hey, Karachi, impulse of the day. When the prof full be so wo panyin wo fie a sɛ wo panyin wo fie a kubisa no sɛ ɔhene kasa a yɛkyerɛ yɛ adwene a that's the point sɛ wo panyin wo fie a ɔpanyin kasa a yɛkyerɛ yɛ adwene ɛkyerɛ wo buo ɛyɛ saa ɛna yɛ morals na ɛkyerɛ na anka mpɛ sɛ kwahwe abaa bi te sɛ deɛ ɔte studio hɔ sɛ ɔbɛkyerɛ ɔhene badwa mu kasa kosua asante amammerɛ ansa na wabue w'ano mummu hwee no that's the point. Fine, so ɔnyɛ wo hene a ne impact a wanya po wɔ wo Blakk Rasta wo firi impact Otumfour nya wɔ tirim mo sɔre a mo kɔntɔkɔ kunkum mo ho no ɔnyɛ Otumfour ne sɔre kɔ hɔ no na akɔkɔma ɛyɛ asomdua ba wone impact a wanya wɔ Ghana kuro mo sɔre a monsua deɛ monyɛ research nti mommuo biara na mo sɔre a mote mo radio station na mo sɛ mobie mo ano a gbɛgbɛgbɛ na mo kasa hunu nko a obi say look at him someone who to wear the Otumfour is not beyond reproach. Even King Charles, who suggests our wealth and well-to-do is criticized. We now we say Sanko school now brought from when we go for a reply or more kika sa o say we can't reply na you made my day kwaku Charlie. This media general ankasa minim there how they did same thing and they were invited to the Shengburi also Chief Palace. That was Captain Smart who did that. And also, yeah, Omoa media general. Yes, Oma Geze. Omobe Casentia or Hinibia and penny for more crewman. So far as they will be sure much or more whiskey dinner quantity. That's the point. Oh, we say, go and deal with good to be first. You people, they make mouth too much. Good to be as a yanka. Yaga to be as a massa. We say, or plan, I say, Chairman, check a woman you sweep. Jimmy Fontaine, so And then we need ne wɔse nkɔdi nkɔmmɔ na ɛno wonni no wɔse nkɔdi nkɔmmɔ na pɛ afutuo fa asɛm yi ho ansa wowie a wasan aba wae woyɛ reply nyɛma na meka reply a ɔguan nkora de ma no sɛ ɛyɛ me dɛ paa sɛ manhyia ato wɔn nsa afrɛ wɔn they will see their strictest level ɛno deɛ nokorɛ will tell me what's wrong with what Rasta said. The truth always hurts. One hour. Truth. Is that how truth is being said? You don't need to be told anything. You have parents, don't you? You have a opinion or some aunt of sort and be. Go ask them that question. Even if you were born on the street and didn't get any parental control or upbringing, go into the forest and observe the animals. You will learn. That's the point. Upon Bibia, also that's the point. Visit someone who do you think Ghana is for? Why do you think Ghana is for your king? Obia can say Ghana or Henry Dia, but need part to crew the mono. Now, what's the history? So I bet you know. So what I say? Oko Yuga, or more recognize Ashanti as a state, as a nation on its own. We nyasema was here to Opa, not books, correct. Oh, small boy, you don't know Ghana is Otumfour. That is why when there is a conflict among your people in the north, he was detailed to help solve it. He went to World Bank and IMF to help elevate the country. The country too. The government didn't call on your parents or village chief. That's the point. These are some of the impacts of our hearing Okuman. So you don't sit on your radio station and just be insulted. So what I say, upon me, when you listen. So other element I say, when the Ghana politics, say if I say Ghana politics, but when the Ghana politics we do say, I say, yeah, we deep penny at them. So what I say, the can't mention one year, but to the point like, what cancer man, who can say tear penny, matter, all because we wish I were your money. I'm on fire TV Ghana, comment or comment section, but my camera.